Hey crew, it's about 5 o'clock on Wednesday evening. It's been such a long time since I've just sat and chatted, but I had something on my heart. I have been sick like off and on for like the past 3 weeks. I get sick, I get better somewhat, and then I go ripping and running, and then I get sick again. So this week I have been very intentional since, I would say, since last Friday. I have been very intentional with staying in the house and only going places when I need to, minimizing doing too much in an attempt to get back to 100% health, right? So working on that. I feel a lot better, but I haven't gone to the gym. I want to start going back to the gym. I want to get back into my routines and my habits, but I'm just trying right now to heal. So that's why I'm not doing anything major. Like, I'm still doing my 2 jobs, which is a lot, and just getting everything situated in home and things. But I just think I've been ripping and running and doing way too much all the time, and my body is just needing a break. So I've been allowing myself to take a break from everything. And I don't know, I just wanted to come on here to talk about Thanksgiving. So, and what that looks like for people that don't necessarily have family, or don't have family to celebrate with. So I'm speaking for myself personally. The past couple of years, I haven't really celebrated Thanksgiving. I've kind of been in the house by myself. My son will go to his father's family's house and come back, and then I'll just kind of hang here. And I've been fine with that. I'll just order takeout and sit and watch movies and just be okay, because Thanksgiving is just another day, right? So it wasn't a big deal. But I don't know. I think this year I was fine up until today, when I realized that the things that I truly want, like, I'm living in purpose. So I'm grateful for that. I've never lived as much as in purpose as I am in this season, in this time in life. This is a really, really purposeful time that I'm absolutely grateful for. But excuse me, I'm still trying to get a little bit of a cough. But in that, I gotta be honest, I had like a moment today where I felt sad. I felt sad that I don't have a traditional family. I don't know what traditional families are at this point, but where I stand, my sister, which is the only family or immediate family that I really interact with, my sister, her husband, and my nephew, they live in New York. Don't mind me, guys. I'm not going to re-record. This is raw and live, so we're not doing any edits or any take twos. But anyway, she lives in New York. They live in New York, and that's really my only immediate family. My son's father's family, they're here where we live, but we're disconnected. We were close for years, and it just, once we broke up, I don't have a relationship with them. And since I've been detached from my family because of religious reasons and other toxic things that I choose to not include myself or involve myself in, I have accepted that I will never have that hallmark family or traditional family setting that I've always wanted. And I have adjusted to that for the most part. I have been, working through that, and I've been okay, right? But for some reason, today it really hit me where, I wish I had a husband. I wish I had, a family, like a husband with children from him, right? And we're just this whole happy family. That will never be the case for me because my son is 20 and I'm not having any more children. And his dad passed away. So, like, that whole dynamic is non-existent. That's not going to happen. And I'm just not having any more children. So if I do, when I do, I'm speaking that into existence, when I do get into a relationship, it'll be an extension of what I currently have. So me with my son, and then my husband and his family with his children and things of that nature. So it'll be a combined household, like a mixed family. And I've had those before. I've always, what I realized is, because I didn't have my immediate family in my life, I got disowned, and I didn't have a real relationship with them since 18, like not a real healthy relationship since 18. I've always sought out people. Now I think it was subconsciously. It wasn't intentionally, but it was subconsciously, where I was drawn to people who had big families, and I would insert myself into the family, and I would do things for people in the family so they could value me and want to keep me around. Not realizing that I wasn't truly loving myself, and I wasn't really recognizing my worth in any relationship, but I was seeking to be needed because of this family life that I wanted so badly that I never had. And then every time, because it was, well, I mean, it was 2 relationships. My son's dad, we were together for 12 years. And then a year after we split up, I was with somebody else for 5 years. And it was the same dynamic. Him having a big family, children, father, stepmother, sisters, and me going and interacting and mingling with him and his family and being around them for holidays. It was like I was trying to replace what I didn't have. And what I realized is those relationships were never good for me, but that was like the family dynamic of them having the family that I didn't have, and me being able to attach myself to that dynamic. That was, to me, a fair trade for me overextending myself, overdoing it, always being available to help and serve them. Subconsciously, I did not realize that until I started doing the work and going to therapy and talking to a life coach and actually writing and journaling and reflecting. So with that comes now into when I start dating. I am open to dating, but the last situation that I was involved in, excuse me, helped me to realize that there were still more things that I have to work on as an individual. So I don't accept certain dynamics in relationships. So I don't constantly approve people that are no good for me. Because you get these charmers that are amazing for the first month or 2 or 3, because they are trying to pull you in. They are trying to convince you. And then when we go into, I'm sorry guys, when we go into this mode of I need somebody, and I'm telling you and sharing all my past traumas and the things I've been through and what I want and what I need, what we sometimes don't realize, and this is for me speaking personally, we don't realize that energy, that giving out that information, that intel, that will attract those toxic, narcissistic people who want to capture you, who want to, they want to grab your attention. They want to make you feel like they are the one, make you feel like they are the answers to your prayers. And then as soon as you let your guards down, they start devaluing you. So you feel like you owe them something. So you feel like You have to diminish who you are to be in their lives. So you feel like you have to accept whatever they bring to you in any way that they choose to. They try to diminish your worth. They try to make you feel like you're nothing, right? But all the while still wanting to keep you around, right? I'm sorry, guys. They try to even attempt to date other people and validate how they have treated you, right? What they do is they turn it around, they flip the script. So they will do some things to frustrate you, to annoy you. And then when you have a reaction to it, that's when they switch it like, oh, I did this because of your attitude. I decided to go talk to other people because of your attitude. And this has happened to me multiple times. It's like they read from the same script, but also I am reading from the same script. This has happened with a person that I knew back in the day. That was the recent one. This has happened with a friend that I thought was my friend for 20 years. And because we were involved and connected, I realized that there was another side to this person that I'd never known. So it can happen with anyone. It could happen with someone that you've known and loved and trusted for decades. It could happen with someone you just met. What I think the key component is, if you are lacking something like family, and I just want a family, before you go out and date in an attempt to try to attain a family through that connection, do the work on yourself. Work on yourself to love yourself enough to know that you are valuable. You are worthy. You are worth it. You bring so much into other people's lives just by being you. And just because you don't have the relationships and the family that you want, that doesn't make you any less valuable. But we should not be accepting bare minimum from anybody, right? So in this holiday season, if you are a single woman, if you are a single man, if a single man is watching this and feeling some type of way, watch on, continue to watch on. But if you are a single woman specifically, and you want a family, and your heart is yearning and wanting a family, right? And you feel alone, you feel like you don't have anybody. One, you have God, right? He is your best friend, and he always has your back despite whatever is going on in this world, because this world is imperfect. We have no control over some of the dynamics and the environment that we're in, so we have to adjust and adapt as best as we can. But know to rely on God. God is your best friend. And know that, so things might not look the way you want them to look, but just keep working on yourself, keep loving yourself, keep seeking out purpose and meaningful friendships and connections. And what you're supposed to get, you will receive. It might not look like how you thought it should look, but that's okay. That is the beauty of life, and that is the beauty of being faithful and living in purpose, because we don't know what the outcome will be. And the outcome is going to be far more and far greater than we've ever imagined, because it is God ordained. So if we follow God's path, if we listen, if we take the lessons, right, as lessons, deal with the hurt, deal with the pain, deal with the empty feelings, deal with all of those feelings that make you feel some type of way, and learn from them, grow from them, seek truth and knowledge and guidance from them through God, through praying, through meditation, through journaling, through working on you. And in the end, it will all work out the way it's supposed to. So yes, you can be sad about being lonely, but do things, have other options. So for me personally, I wasn't going to go anywhere tomorrow, but I'm in my feelings today. So I'm acknowledging that I'm in my feelings today, and I'm recognizing that I need to go somewhere. And fortunately, I have a really good friend that invited me over, and her family's cool and they like my energy and I like their energy. So I'm gonna make sure I go out and do something. I'm gonna make sure I interact and engage with people and have a good time tomorrow, right? Because I need to. I need to for my mental health. No, that's not a husband and the family that I want per se, but that is family. That is people that care about me and that don't want me to be alone on Thanksgiving, right? Normally it wouldn't bother me, but this year I think it does. And in order to not be in this whole sad, depressive stupor, I'm going to go out. I'm going to make an intention. I'm going to go in the morning. I'm going to wake up, do my morning routine. I'm going to go to the gym, probably go to the gym, go have a nice pool moment because I love the pool, hot tub sauna. I'm going to treat myself to all of the things tomorrow morning. Make sure my son goes to his family's house. And then I'm going to go spend some time with my friends. And then, well, everything's going to be okay because I still did something, right? I'm not going to sit in the house and wallow in my misery. I'm not miserable, but I'm a little sad. And it's okay to acknowledge that you're sad. All of that is okay. Acknowledge your feelings, but actively do something about how you're feeling so you don't get stuck in your feelings. We had work related, we had some tragic incidences at work happen this week. And I do feel like the holidays can take a toll on people that don't have anyone, that are lonely, that feel like there's no one there for them. So stay prayed up and do things that you need to do to make sure you're okay. And know that you are worthy, you are worth it, you are valued, you are loved. And everything is going to be okay. We just have to keep going, keep pressing forward, and just keep doing the work. And things will work out okay. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a thankful Thanksgiving, and a good week. And we'll touch base another day. Take care, guys.